Good day to you, gentle person, and thank you for joining me as we look at one of the greats, recently speaking, in terms of indie games doing well and getting popular. This is, as you can see and no doubt hear, Friday Night Funkin', and it is a rhythm game. For those of you who don't know anything about it and what it is, well, if you play a game like Guitar Hero, or those kind of rhythm games where you have to do something in time with something else happening on the screen. We actually get a little intro. Let's have a look at it. But yeah, it's those kind of games. Right, so this is basically the storyline. We have a girlfriend who is going into the TV. That's interesting. Anyway, we have a girlfriend. We wanted to make out with her. Her father, who is an ex-rocker, appeared and interrupted us. And now to try and impress him, our boyfriend is going to do music stuff, because the father is an ex-rocker of some sort, and if we can do enough music stuff, we can get into his heart and I guess impressive enough that he'll let us make out with his daughter. I don't know, something along those lines. Anyway, we're getting a view of the game. I think this must be the Steam version of it. I don't know, this game was in Newgrounds originally and also opened up on itch.io. Okay, yeah, so this is like a Steam advert. Anyway, alright, well, let's press and get into it. It's not letting us respond. Okay, it wasn't going to let us go away from that till it finished showing off the advert. Alright, let's press enter to begin. And we can take a look at the game. So, as I was saying, it is a rhythm game, and we will see what that looks like. Early warning, I am not good at rhythm games. I don't have the codes for it. I have the codes of a drunk puppy. So I'm not going to show off any impressive gameplay here. I'm just going to show off the game and sort of say, look, this is one of the greats. If you like rhythm games, come and play it. Even if you don't, come and play it, because it's a game experience that, as a gamer, everybody should actually have. You should always try the big games, so at least you have a well-formed opinion on them. Anyway, I was going to say have a look at the credits, but it is a long credits that you can accelerate but can't otherwise get out of. So we're not going to look at. We're going to look at some very impressive options. Where there's preferences, there's controls. You can log into Newgrounds apparently, and you can clear save data, which is always appreciated. I did try this on Firefox, it worked absolutely fine. We're now trying it on Chrome together. Let's exit and go back. It's X to go back if you need a back key, by the way. That was something I noticed in the controls. So pressing escape just takes you out of full screen, a typical itch.io game thing. There's a merge button. Alright, that takes us to a different page. Needlejuicerecords.com. Alright, so there's merch there. I'm very concerned about copyrights and anything like that in this game. Alright, take the focus. There's a free play mode, and then there's the story mode. And we can jump into the story mode. And there is a tutorial. Now, the tutorial, at least I can play. This is where our girlfriend is trying to teach us how to do things, I guess. Calling it a tutorial is something. I wouldn't call it that, because it didn't really give me much guidance on how to play that I noticed. But let's jump in and have a look at it anyway. Very impressive loading screens and things like that. I mean, again, I'm just in the browser. I've just clicked on a link and said play this game for free. So there is a lot of gameplay here. I do very, very heartily recommend it if you have anything, I suppose, remotely close to a modern machine. This came out in 2020, as far as I could tell. November 2020 is when this was actually released. So ignore the bit that says very impressive. No, we're going to play it now. We'll talk about it afterwards. Alright, so on the left hand side we get the demo of what we're about to need to do. Now we need to do the actual things. As it hits the row at the top, the arrows are there. You need to press the arrow in the direction that it is pointing. and then the long bar, you have to hold the button down. I actually did pretty decently there. I am pleased with myself. I mean, that was obviously the tutorial mode. It was a lot easier. 100%, actually 100% of that. I did. Oh, we've just thrown her away. Okay, never mind. We'll let them keep on with that and press enter to move on. Alright, so that was the tutorial on normal mode. And yeah, I think you got the basic idea of it. As the arrow pointing in a particular direction hits the line of arrows at the top, you needed to kind of press the direction that the arrow is pointing in to match it. And that is the very, very most basic gameplay mechanic. There's also ones that have a sort of a long bar after them, and you're supposed to hold down the button in, the correct button for as long as the bar is there. That's just kind of the level 2 complexity of the game. So let us try play normal. Week 1. In fact, I'm going to make it easy because I actually do suck at this, and I want to try and have enough mental space to talk about it while we're playing about it, because I do have a very slight critique. It's not like a serious one that I think is going to make any difference, but it is something that mildly bugs me. We'll see if it comes up in easy mode. I can talk about it. So let's jump in and let's have a look at this.
2, 1, go!
See, there were 4 notes there, but only 2 buttons. Or sometimes multiple notes are covered by the bar notes, and that bothers me because I feel compelled to move my finger to match the notes there. And this does get a lot harder as we go on. I don't know about you, but I don't look at the left-hand side because I'm not going to remember what notes are coming in a particular direction. But I think I did that pretty well. Doesn't look like I got quite 100%, but now we have
2, 1, go!
increasingly. Oh, I did not get that. Now, I will say one of the ways that you play rhythm games like this is you keep playing it over and over again. You actually do learn the sequence. Oh, and of course I haven't really played this before, so I have no idea what's coming. I nearly missed that last bit. Yeah, did not do terribly well at that. But yes, so oh boy. Okay, so we play three sort of songs in this round. Wrong key. Okay, this is a long bit. Despite failing quite badly, we do seem to be impressing the father. Alright, we managed to fill the bar at the bottom. We managed to get somewhere. 82%, not bad, not bad. We get to do a little jumpy dance there. Everybody seems happy with us. Alright. Now, does it take us back to the menu? Where's it going? I'll press enter and get out of it. Alright, so we are back to the menu. Alright, there's quite a lot going there. Why do we have a gun on the weekend? Alright, these are presumably different opponents that we need to beat to impress everyone. And is there a way we can get back to our... I just want to let's have a look at the preferences. No way we can turn the sounds down. Oh wait, I think it's... If we just... There we go. Okay, so if you just press the plus and the minus buttons, you get to control the sounds. And that is a startlingly fun game. I enjoyed it very much. As you can hear me, I went silent trying to play the damn thing. Yeah, I do have limited finger controls, but at least I was able to smash through it on easy mode and do pretty well. Makes me feel a little bit better, but not that much better because it was easy mode. But anyway, that is the game, and that is all the gameplay I am going to show. Maybe we'll do a second look at it a bit later, in like a few months or something like that, and I'll play a bit more of it and get a bit deeper in, depending on how copyrights and things do on this. I'm very concerned about copyrights, but I'm going to smash it up there onto YouTube anyway and see what happens. You know, this is fair use, but unfortunately the YouTube copyright system is not the best at actually managing fair use cases. So yeah, so we'll see how that unravels and how that evolves as we go on. But for now, if you're just here for the gameplay, thank you for watching, and I hope this has impressed you enough to come play the game. The link will be in the description. There's been memes made about this game. It even has a Wikipedia page, so I do suggest adding it to your list of games that you have in fact played at least a bit of, to see if you like it or not, and how much you enjoy it and how much you enjoy playing. And if you have played it, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it or if you thought it was terrible. I'm always trying to get an idea of the feedback on the games that I show you guys, and see if how much you enjoy it, how much you think it's a good game or a bad game, what you do or don't like about it. So let me know in the comments, and as I usually say, hit a like or dislike on this video if you liked it or disliked it, and let me know in the comments what you liked or disliked, just so I can get better at making videos that you actually enjoy watching. You know, obviously you don't have to do that, and I do appreciate that you watch it anyway. I always do, and I always am very thankful that people listen to my voice for a little bit, because you know, people like that kind of thing. But yeah, you know, if you do want to tell me how things are going, so I'm not just yelling into the empty void, I would appreciate it quite greatly. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to watch more videos about indie games. Not all of them are as big and popular as this one. I do try and focus more on newer games coming out that I think need a little bit of highlight and a little bit of encouragement to become even better and better, you know, better than bigger games. But sometimes we do look at the greats as well, and give those a little bit of gameplay and see that people who might not have heard of it or might not have had a reason to look at it will go and look at it, and that's kind of what we do around here. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you are here for the critiques, well, it's difficult critiquing a game this well established. There are a couple of things I don't like. I didn't like the tutorial. It kind of gave me an easy space in which to learn to play the game, but it didn't really tell me how to play the game, and there's not much in the game menu or anything like that that sort of says this is how you play this game. If you're new to rhythm games, this is how you do rhythm games. And that's always bothered me quite a bit, because again, this is a game that's very easy to get to with a click in a browser. Somebody just sends a link and suddenly you're trying to play this game. And if you don't know much about gaming, and especially don't know much about rhythm games, you are completely lost here. You're in over your head. You will hate the experience, and you will go, games, that sucks. And you may not become a gamer. And I don't want that. I want people to become gamers. So if you are making a game, especially a game that is easy to access, remember that people might be coming in that don't know the slightest thing about how to play a game, and we want those people to learn how to play games and to enjoy them and to become gamers. So my recommendation there is just make sure that you have an easy tutorial that just holds their hand, that it really introduces them from the very basic ground level and gives them a good time coming into the game. Not only is that good for helping people become gamers, but it's also good for people to enjoy your game in particular. If you give them a good experience in the first couple of minutes, they will like your game more, and they will forgive bad things that happens about the game later. But the opposite is also true. If you don't give them a good couple of minutes, they will hate your game, and even if the rest of the game is good, they will dislike it because they've already established their opinion on it. And that's not them trying to be evil, that's just how human brains work. So yeah, just make sure tutorials and your starting gameplay experience is as friendly, encouraging, and welcoming as possible. Even if it's a scary horror game or something like that, just those first couple of minutes, go, here is a lovely time, enjoy it and relax, and you're in good hands here. Play the game. You don't want people to be stressed about playing the game. You can stress them in the game for the behalf of their character or whatever, but actually they're themselves trying to play a game. Don't make that difficult. That's not a good way to have people play a game. I don't know what else to critique here. The art and the gameplay and the styling is all fantastic. I was trying to say while we were playing, but it was difficult talking while I was trying to concentrate in the game. But the bit where the person sings sort of 2 or 3 notes, but that's covered by a single sort of, the sustained note. That's the thing where it has the bar, and you have to hold the button down to play through the bar. That I found very confusing, and I still do, because I want to press multiple notes to match what my ears are hearing. But the sort of the gameplay mechanic is not about that. They sort of said, let's give the people less buttons to press, especially on easy mode. So let's have multiple notes happen and just be covered by a sort of a sustained button press. And I get why they're doing it and understand it, but it still messes with me. So I wish there was a better way around that. I'm not quite sure what the answer is. I mean, you can have people press multiple buttons or press the same button multiple times. I don't know. Anyway, that is all I really have to talk about, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this experience. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in the next gameplay, where we're going to find another game on itch.io, and probably some brand new thing that needs a lot of work still, and we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to show it off. But it'll still be worth playing, because that's why I cover the games. So I hope to see you then, and I hope you have otherwise a good day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.